Hello, Budget Besties. It's me, Zero Based Budget Girl, and welcome to today's video, the final video of 2025. I can't believe this year is already over. It's insane. I know it's been a minute. I think I last uploaded at the beginning of December, but here we are at the end of December now. And I believe that I got all of my transactions in and updated for the month. So I don't think anything else is coming out. So these numbers that I go over today in my reflection of how things went spent this year should be fairly close to accurate. Maybe I might be missing one or two transactions here or there, but I think I got them all in for the moment, at the moment. But yes, anyway, sit back, relax, grab a snack, and let's get into today's video. So like I mentioned, today I'm going to be going over our year. We're reflecting on how this year has gone in our budget in our household. If you're new here, I'm Zero Based Budget Girl. I use the program called YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget, which is a zero-based budgeting system to budget our family's finances. We are a single income household. We currently have no debt, and we're hoping to stay that way. So this has been our year. I'm gonna go ahead and hop over to the Reflect tab and let's get into it. On the spending breakdown, according to YNAB, we have spent a total of $66,876. When you see numbers like that, that's actually so crazy. I feel like we don't even how do we spend that much money? We don't even make that much money, it feels like, but I mean, YNAB knows what it's talking about. I'm gonna switch over to the groups. I'm gonna look at these grouped up versus them in categories. So of the $66,000 that was spent this year, 17,000 of it, 17,500 is actually money that was moved out of our joint savings or joint checking account into another high yield savings account that is not tracked in this budget. So to YNAB, it was spent, but in reality, it was just moved into a different account. So we have saved $17,500 in a separate account, which is going to be going towards investing in our Roth IRAs, and also some of this money is for the kids. 1,000 of that. So 1,000 of that is for my husband's kids from his previous marriage. So he has a saving account for them. He just pulls $100 a month for each of them, or for $50 a month for each of them. So $100 a month for each of the boys. And then we have another savings account that we started when we first started dating. It was kind of like our wedding, honeymoon, whatever savings account. But we never had a wedding. We never did a honeymoon, any type of thing. So that money has just been chilling for years now as well. So 1,000 of that went to our wedding moon account. And then 15,500 was pulled away for Roth IRA contributions. My husband had maxed out his Roth IRA at the beginning of the year. So this is going to be going towards his 2026 contributions. And then I still needed to max out my 2025. So this is to max out my 2025 and then start my 2026 as well. So I actually just sent that today. Well, I just pulled that money today to max out my 2025 Roth. So yay, that's done. So we will both be starting 2026 together. I'm no longer lagging behind. So 2026, we will both be contributing to our Roth IRAs. Yay. And yeah, so I mean, that's a good little chunk of money that we were able to save for the year. So I'm very proud of that. We did that right there. So next up, when it comes to actual money being spent and not invested or put into a separate savings account, true absolute spending, our next largest category is for the kids. So we spent $12,742 on our kids, which is about 19% of our total spending. $5,000 of that went towards child support, supporting the 2 boys that live with their mother. We had a baby this year. So, the first quarter of the year, we had a baby. So we did a lot of spending on baby this year, but I foresee that this number should be significantly less next year, because a lot of this was buying like things, preparing for the baby, like literally like furniture and shit from Amazon. And I even like my postpartum stuff, or just anything that was related to my pregnancy and or the birth or my baby. Like I threw it all in this baby category. So yeah, even like my doula, I'd gotten some, I forget what I ordered from her anyway, but just things like this. So obviously I'm not having a baby again this next year, so or ever again. I don't think I don't plan on having any more children, so I suspect this number will be significantly less this up in 2026. So yes. Next up, we spent $1,700 on flight tickets and things so that so that my husband could go pick up his kids from their mom and fly them out for the summer to hang out with us. $500 went towards our dog. $300 towards extracurriculars for the kids. $260 went towards clothing for the kids this year, and $250 went towards their school stuff. That is the kids. Next up was a fun money, which I feel like this shouldn't be that high, but it is apparently. I mean, if you know me, then yeah. Anyway. We spent $2,219 on dining out this year. $2,000 on family time, which also probably includes a lot of dining out as well, because sometimes I use these interchangeably. Sometimes, if we run out of dining out money, but we still have family time money, I'll just use family time as the excuse for us dining out. So yeah. So these are kind of like honestly a combined category at this point, low key. I spent $2,000 in fun money, which is ridiculous. And this is something that I think I'm going to try and reel in for 2026. I feel like it's ridiculous in comparison to my husband, who only spent $638. So clearly I'm the one that does all the spending. So I'm definitely gonna try and reel this in this upcoming year. A lot of it was Pokemon cards. I gotta say, I think I did a lot of Pokemon carding this year. The second half of the year, I got back into my Pokemon card hobby. So it was quite a bit of that, and then just getting like snacks and little treats here and there. You can see like Baskin Robbins, Sonic, Baskin Robbins, like food truck, like just get little things here and there, Starbucks, like. So I think I'm definitely gonna reel that in. I'm like low key kind of right now, at least as of today, I'm in this very like fuck capitalism, fuck consumerism, like fuck big companies, fuck everything like mode right now. Like I'm not spending a dime unless it's like on something local, mom and pop shop. Like I'm not supporting Walmart, I'm not supporting Amazon, I'm not supporting none of these freaking CEOs who rip off their employees every freaking day of the week. Like that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm in like a little, I hate everything and everyone about how the way our country is set up, and how we are just in this constant cycle of just, never mind, let me stop, let me not go on a rant. But that's where I'm at right now. So we'll see how long this lasts. But right now, as of today, I am very anti consumerism right now. I don't want to spend money on anybody or anyone unless it's an absolute necessity, or it's for coming from a small business or something like this, like, because I'm mad right now. So that's where I'm at. So hopefully my fun money will decrease with me being currently angry and boycotting everyone and everything. So yes. $642 went towards holiday shenanigans. $640 went towards clothing. Like I said, my husband spent $638 on his fun money. Most of his stuff is like gaming, just buying stuff for the Xbox and the PlayStation and things like that. For the most part, he's got some other random things in here, snacks and things, but he's definitely spent most of his money on gaming and stuff this year. We spent $530 on booze and snacks, $477 on making me pretty. I think for next year I'm going to actually, because most of this is just my husband getting haircuts because he has to get haircuts for work. He's in the military, so he has to have his hair cut. I think I'm gonna move his haircuts to his like work category and leave this for like literally like if I would like get my nails done or like, you know, like really just going out to like make myself up, you know, something like that. I think that's I'm gonna do that in the future. Anyway, besides the point. $435 spent on potlucks and $388 towards gardening. So that's our fun money. $10,000 spent on fun this year. We can get 15% of our total spending. Okay, next up is groceries, which we spent $9,147 on. I don't really need to go into detail about that. Yeah, we spent $9,000 on groceries for the year, 14% of our spending. $6,962 went towards our house in some shape or form. So if we go into it, we spent $1,300 on insurance. I guess more like $1,400 on insurance. About $1,400 went towards stuff for the house, so like furniture or towels or just whatever shit I just felt we needed for our home or something went in here. About $1,200 went towards household goods, this is typically like stuff like toilet paper, cleaning supplies, shampoo, stuff like that, kind of toiletries, or like things that I buy at the commissary or the grocery store that aren't necessary, that aren't food, you know, like kind of things. Basically is where all that kind of goes. We spent $882 for our internet for the year, $975 spent on gas for the year for our cars, $780 for my husband's cell phone plan, which is kind of ridiculous. So I think we're gonna look into seeing if we can find a different plan for him, because that just seems like a lot for one phone line. Like that seems a little ridiculous, but I don't know. We're gonna kind of look into that and see if we can save any money on his phone, because I'm a baby and my daddy still pays for my phone because I'm on a family plan with my parents still. So we don't cover my own phone bill. Yeah, so $358 went towards our water softener rental and salt for the water softener that we got this year. And then $223 went towards filling up the water, like the Primo water bottles, like from the, you know, little the 5-gallon like jugs, for our water dispenser in the kitchen, because the water where we live is absolute trash, and they say it's safe to drink, but I don't believe them. I do not trust them. We live on a base, and you know the government be lying, so I'm not drinking their water. And that is all the things for our household. Next up are our unexpected things category. We spent $3,683 here. $846 of that went towards medical things. I had to go to the dentist a couple times. And then also just buying, I also throw like things like, freaking fly. I also throw like medicine or like vitamins and all these types of things, like anything kind of health related that we might buy at the store, I also throw in this category. But a good chunk of that is definitely probably, I had got a crown done, so about $406 for that. And then a lot of other these things are probably from when I was pregnant and stuff too as well. So yeah. $681 went towards the vet for our puppy. So that also could be medications. My dog is very old. Will be 16 if she makes to her next birthday. 2026, she'll be 16. So she's very old. She has a couple health problems and things like that. So she gets medicine. And yeah, so it's just vet visits, medication that she needs, things like that, all in that category. We spent $556 towards house maintenance. So this is buying just stuff for the house. $547 went towards fees or taxes of some sort. $391 went towards car maintenance. $287 went towards renewals. I'm trying to think, what the heck did we renew for $250? That seems, I don't know what that was. That was a year ago at this point almost, so no telling what that was. But anyway, allegedly we spent $287 towards renewing things. My baby is up from his nap. I need you to go back to sleep because you did not sleep very long. And I need to finish this video. $160 went towards my husband's uniform and or anything related to his work. $142 was just money that my snaps category, stuff that I didn't budget for, didn't plan on, and it's just kind of a throwaway category to cover overspending. And then $70 went towards electronics. All right, next up was gifts. We spent $2,746 in gifts this year. We spent $1,439 for Christmas, which is $439 over budget. I budgeted $1,000 for Christmas, and we actually did really good until I realized that there were some transactions that didn't come through yet. Mainly, I bought a KitchenAid mixer, and I bought it like weeks ago, but they just charged me for it like yesterday. Well after Christmas, and so I wasn't tracking it. I forgot about it. I didn't realize it hadn't gone through yet, so that definitely put us way over our budget for Christmas. Except at first I was like, oh yeah, we only like went over a little bit for Christmas, we did a good job, like woohoo, go us. And then that KitchenAid hit, and I was like, oh oopsies. Well, we definitely went way over. Yeah, because I bought it like weeks ago, and then they didn't charge me for it until it shipped yesterday. So I just forgot about it. I forgot that payment was coming. I just assumed. I guess I had just assumed I'd already. I don't know. The day I ordered it, they would have taken the money. I don't know. But yeah, so that definitely is what put us way over our budget for Christmas. And I even thought about even putting it in the Christmas category, because technically, like, it was something that I wanted to buy for myself anyway, and then it was something that my husband was wanting to buy for me, like, because I've been talking about wanting to get one, and so he was like, I guess wanting to get it for me for Christmas, but like he didn't. And then I brought up like wanting to get one because they were on sale, and then he was like, well, you can get one. And so I don't know, see, like it was like it was a gift to myself kind of thing. Like, is it a gift? I don't know. So anyway, I was very like, do I even want to put this in the Christmas category, or should I like put this somewhere else? I don't know, but I just went ahead and put it in Christmas and call it a day. We spent $740 on gifts for families. So there's like birthday gifts and things throughout the year. $324 went towards hosting gatherings at our house, hosting people at our house. $220 went towards charity of some sort, giving, and $22.49 went towards gifts for friends. Next up, we have travel, where we spent $2,102 on this year, ish, kind of, sort of. So I feel like this is a little different because I have like flight tickets in a different group with the kids, and then I have these flights here. So $1,010 spent on flight tickets, car rentals, things like that. $577 was spent just on spending while we were on vacation or whatever. $400 went towards hotels, and $114 went towards parking at the airport or wherever we were. So I say that's like a little bit weird because here also we went to out of state for my sister-in-law's wedding. So all of this money was money that we spent while we were there. So this might be on like stuff like gas or the ferry, whatever, like eating out, etc., all these kind of things we spent I put it in this category, this wish fund, where I was saving up for spending that. So this is also part of travel in a sense. But yeah, and then that's pretty much like, okay, $980 went towards subscriptions. 465 went towards our monthly subscriptions, and then everything else, these are all yearly ones. So I'm not gonna go through all those. And then yeah, everything else is a little sliver, $270. I bought like a birthing like program when I was pregnant. I paid for like a birthing program, and then I bought a green stock planter, something for my garden. So in that little category. And yeah, so that is how our spending went for the entire year. If I click over here on our income versus expenses and see how much money came in versus how much money went out. So $67,989 came in for the year, and we spent $66,876. So we had a net income of $1,113 for the year. This next year, I really hope to get this number higher with my I'm boycotting everything mentality that I have right now. But we'll see. We'll see where we are 12 months from now. But yeah, definitely would like to see this number be bigger. That would be great. But I'm not too mad though. Like I said, we put away over $17,000 in a high yield savings account throughout the year. Like, that right there is a W in my book. Our net worth in YNAB is $29,499. This is literally just the money that's in our checking, our joint checking and our joint savings account. This doesn't include any of the money that my husband has in his other accounts. This doesn't include any of our investments or anything. So that's just where we are in YNAB. Yeah, I think that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope that you guys have had an excellent holiday season. I hope that everything for you budgeting wise has gone amazingly well. I hope that you were able to meet all of your financial goals this year. And if you weren't, that's okay too. We got next year, baby. I just want to say thank you all so much for hanging out with me through this year. I know things have been a little crazy over here for me. Started off really strong, and then I kind of disappeared for a while after having the baby, and it's been hard to get back into filming and recording videos since having the baby. But I'm hoping that this upcoming year, 2026, I will be able to really get into a routine and find that, like, sweet spot for balancing everything, momming and housewifing and content creating and all that jazz. Maybe be getting a little bit bigger and a little bit more able to play, independently. I think I will be able to dedicate a little bit more time to the channel and things like that, now that he's gotten a little bit bigger. But yes, anyway, like I said, thank you again for hanging out with me. He fell back asleep. He's making noises, so I don't know if he's gonna be up soon. Anyway, you guys were hanging out with me for this year. I appreciate all the love and support, and I look forward to 2026 with you guys.